Hello again, and Merry Christmas. I'm Matthew from thewetpen.com, and today is December 2nd, so it's time to open the second door on this green Diamine Inkvent Calendar. And this ink is called Yule Log. And it's a shimmer ink, according to the side of the bottle. Well, today I think I'll swatch this on my color ring, which is white, on Cosmo Air Light, which is a bit warmer, and on Midori, which is ivory. But before anything else, I'll have to give this bottle a good shake. So far, while it's still wet, this just looks like a brown ink. And maybe I'd better shake this bottle between swatches too. There we go, and now I'll give the ink a little time to dry. Okay, I'm going to label these with a Kakimori dip pen, which gives me a good consistent idea of how well the ink flows. And judging from this, I'd say that the flow of this ink is on the dry side of average, but pretty average. Looking at my coloring swatch, you can see that the color is very similar to my brown leather traveler's notebook. It's a good warm brown with copper shimmer in it. The swatch on the Cosmo Air Light has developed that dull, sort of dusty finish that you get with these coated papers sometimes. You'll also see it on Tomoe River with some inks, but it's usually only noticeable on large swatches. It's definitely not ideal for a shiny ink though. But I really think that this ink looks best on Midori paper, where the warm color of the paper really complements the warm tone of the ink. And there's a good contrast between the light and dark areas, and the copper shimmer really pops for some reason. I don't have a lot of brown inks to compare this to, but let me start by showing you how this compares to the brownish inks from last year's red Inkvent calendar. Here's Brandy Snap, which is also nice and warm, but it's lighter and yellower. And this is Winter Spice, which doesn't even look brown here, but it's a brown with green sheen and blue glitter. I definitely prefer this year's ink. Anyway, this Gerbon Lit de Thé is probably the closest brown that I have to this color, though of course there's no glitter. And this Pannonia brown ink is not too far off, but a little redder. And the rest of my browns are redder too. Tierra Colorada and Schaefer Script brown is quite red. Now let's take a look at a quick writing sample. I tested this on Midori paper since that was my favorite ink swatch. And first I used a big dip nib, but that didn't turn out to be very interesting and I didn't get much glitter. So I moved on to a broad Kaigaloo nib. I ended up getting some pretty shading along with the coppery glitter, and it looks pretty nice overall. This angle isn't really showing the glitter, and this one is showing more of it. Flow is okay with this ink, again maybe a little dry, but about average. And I think I will leave it at that today. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you back here again tomorrow with another new bottle of ink. Have a good weekend, everyone.